Older and Dumber.
Hey everybody, welcome to... I was just looking into that camera.
That one doesn't look...
That one's not even looking at me.
No, it's a fixed cam.
I see. Oh, yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
And today, we are talking about the world's greatest fictional hunters of all time. In a all no hands barred competition to the death. Who will win? Who will survive? And who will... what will be left of all of them? Thanks. You know, I had a thing prepared and totally forgot it. The camera thing got me all messed up.
Very well rehearsed.
But anyway, we are having an all no hands barred competition with the fictional hunters of the world. So before we get, oh my gosh, guys, I don't need all of that.
I wish
Before
the audience knew what they were watching.
They're watching what we're doing. So how we're gonna start this real quick is, how about
The podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet.
you know we did that, right?
We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Play it back, May, please.
In the Patreon section, which is different and cut out of this so no one would see it.
What are you talking about? We're in the podcast now.
We didn't do it.
Do what?
Welcome to the Older and Dumber podcast, a podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it to this planet we call
Earth, and you guys said Earth.
We didn't.
Am I tripping?
Holy fuck, are you for real?
Yeah, I'm for real.
May, please play it back.
I mean,
Hey everybody, welcome to Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
So that was a fucking lie.
I feel like we said it, but now I'm questioning everything I've known.
We 100%
We
just
didn't do
did.
it.
We 100%
You went right
just...
into your thing and you were like, the camera's got me all messed up. I'm yelling.
And then I said, welcome to the podcast,
You
Older
didn't.
and... Yes, I did. You said Earth. We did it. Oh no! Did we just hit like a temporal parallel universe like thing? What just happened? Sorry, May. You're gonna have to cut all of that so we can restart.
No, leave it. Because I want to be validated.
I can pause it and go look back and send her 2 videos. If you'd like.
Just fucking go. You're being ridiculous. Gaslighting bitch.
If I stop this and go look and I'm right, you have to apologize. I'll send you 2 videos, May. Just to let you know, we just watched it back and I was right. Joey didn't apologize. I just want that to be known. But it's okay.
You watch that
I don't
piece of
need
shit
it.
and tell me I need to apologize.
Wow. Joey, how about you get us into this topic? How about you show me how it's done?
All right, guys, it's time to talk about our topic for this week. The coolest hunters in the galaxy hunting each other. Who's going to win in a no-holds-barred contest of hunter prowess, starring Hunter Taylor, a.k.a. Voice of Hunter,
Hunter
in the
voices.
hunting challenge this week on the Older and Dumber podcast about hunting.
All right, guys, we're doing the great hunt. Who's the ultimate fictional hunter? In a no-holds-barred contest of skill, instinct, and sheer lethality, who is the greatest hunter in all of fiction? We're talking characters whose entire identity is based on tracking, stalking, and taking down prey, whether man, beast, or monster. Each hunter gets basic intel on their opponent and is dropped into a neutral battleground, like a wild jungle or ruined city, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No allies, no prep time, just instinct and ability. That's what we'll be talking about today and the parameters of our fights.
I feel like this has already been established, but continue.
Did he say all of that? Fucking Switzerland over there. Anyway.
The Predator is already the ultimate hunter.
You think the Predator is already the ultimate hunter?
That's their whole thing.
Well, there's other fictional universes.
And
that
things
pull
beat
from.
the hunter or beat the predator all the time.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or xenomorphs.
I think Geralt of Rivia beats a.
There are
beats the
aliens who have
Predator.
killed predators. There's a whole war between them.
I think Geralt beats the Predator. One Predator versus Geralt.
Well, before we get too into this, guys, before we really start getting into the nitty-gritty, my first question to you is, if you had to pick if you had one hunter to track you through the dead of night, who would you fear most?
Probably a Predator.
You fear
I think that's what scares me the most.
You fear
But
the predator
I
the
don't think
most.
that's the question here. I think that like.
What hunter would fear you the most?
Predator is like brutal. Like he's just gonna fucking kill me. Like that's the whole point.
I mean,
he's hunting
any
me down.
hunter's just
like
gonna kill you.
yeah. Am I scared of Geralt of Rivia? But he'll probably confront me before like things.
You
come
think
to
the predator will
blows.
just kill you with no notice? Like you won't even see it
They're
coming.
just hunting, man.
Just hunting, man.
They're just out here hunting. Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek.
That's who would fear you the most? I don't know who that is, actually.
Yeah, Wolf Creek's a spooky movie, so you wouldn't.
Okay. Tell us more about this person.
It's based on a true story of a man in the Australian outback who was a war veteran who stalked people and killed them and
Is he like,
had many victims.
that's not a knife? This is a knife.
Yeah,
He's like, that's not a spine.
that's the movie.
This is a spine.
It's a movie where he stabs the girl in the neck to make her a head on a stick.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Am I crazy to think that Geralt could beat a Predator? Predator?
We're almost there, Carter. We're so close to that question.
Should we
If you
get-
just
she's
wait.
trying to escape, and he stabs her through like the spinal cord. And she's like, "Now your head on a stick." Dragged her back to his lair.
Hmm. I see.
Yeah, he's a bad
Huh.
dude.
I mean, Predator's a pretty good one to fear.
Or an alien?
I wonder if I'd fear the xenomorph more.
I don't.
Only
I
because
don't really
Isn't
consider.
there some good predators? They're like.
I don't
you
really
sense
consider
motive.
the
You're like
xenomorph-
You miss a
I guess
system
you
check
said-
and they're chill.
You said animals too, so I guess the xenomorph could be on the list, but I don't really I consider it more of like just a
why?
because you got to be smart. You got to have.
You don't think a xenomorph is smart?
No, you got to have the will to hunt. Hunting is more than just I'm a predator. I'm going to chase you down and eat you. That's just nature. Hunting is like I'm going to go out and hunt.
That's a good parameter.
Yeah.
That's a good requirement for hunter. So I
'Cause I
guess
feel-
xenomorph doesn't count.
Yeah. I agree.
Otherwise, we'd just be like, yeah, there's like tiger on the list. Tiger's pretty scary to get. I wouldn't want to get stalked by a tiger.
I feel like
feel
I
like
feel like I have a
predators-
chance to get away from a tiger. I don't think I have any chance to get away from a predator.
Yeah, exactly. Because the predator is like, I'm gonna.
You
outsmart
literally
this
can't
thing.
see him coming.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna cut your leg off with a wire trap.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's
that
all-
I don't actually have to run after you. I just walk up and pull your spine out.
So that's what we think we'd fear the most. That's what we've come to the conclusion of.
Yeah.
It seems like. So how we're gonna do this is we're going to pick a couple of hunters. Obviously, there is a sample chart here of a
Like
couple.
the Terminator's hunting Sarah Connor, but you wouldn't say that the Terminator's a hunter.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say he's a hunter. No,
Mm,
I would
I would
say,
say he kind of is. He's a Terminator. He's like a bounty hunter.
the Terminator played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think we can call a hunter. Terminators in themselves are just like a robotic army, but I think the one in the second one, the one that's a police officer,
T-1000.
yeah, I think that one's more of a hunter than Arnold Schwarzenegger's
It's just
Terminator.
doing the
is.
same thing the T-800 was doing in the first movie.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
stuck
better.
to it. But kept. He didn't
not
look
the
at.
same-
He didn't see
it's
the
not the-
animal. He didn't see the animal and go,
no.
"I can't
No,
kill
no,
this.
no.
I have
It's-
to help it."
It's not the same T-800 between the first two movies. That's one that they caught and reprogrammed in the second movie.
Yeah, to be a hunter.
No,
Where
no,
Arnold Schwarzenegger's not a hunter.
He's a bodyguard in the second movie.
And
in
he's
the first
kinda-
movie, he's hunting Sarah just like in the second movie. The T-1000.
Yeah, but he fails. He's not a very good hunter.
They both fail.
Yeah, well. I still don't think I'd call them hunters.
One of the Terminator units is literally called a hunter-killer.
All right, guys. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to. So there's some sample competitors here I've given you, but each of us are going to pick anywhere between like 1 to 3 hunters, and then we'll start pitting those hunters against each other. So first off, we'll each go through and like pick a hunter. Okay. I choose the Predator, so that's mine.
I choose a T800.
So yeah, we're each gonna pick, and we're gonna try and like. So we'll each pick a couple. So we probably should have like rolled to see who drafted first, but you know, I'm first. So
I'm gonna
I pick
choose Gone's father from Hunter x Hunter.
we don't even know who that guy is.
He's like the most powerful hunter in Hunter x Hunter.
That's
we don't
ridiculous
all have- we
that he
don't
can
all
that
have-
counts as a hunter because they're in a hunter's association.
It's a hunter.
That's stupid.
By default, he has to be
By
a hunter.
default.
We don't all have the same like
Then I pick Sung Jin Woo.
full pop culture, sphere. We don't all interconnect on everything. So like, do we really have time to explain like deeply our picks and why they would?
Okay, well, I'll pick something that I think we'll all know. Then I'll go with Geralt. I feel like Geralt's a solid choice.
It's the one.
not
you've
a
been
bad
wanting to
choice.
do all day.
Yeah, and we'll do snake pick. So you get to pick another one, then Joey, then me.
Oh, Dean Winchester.
Oh, that's not a horrible
I think
choice.
He's probably the best hunter.
That's not a horrible choice.
No way.
Blade.
Not a horrible choice. Okay.
He hunts
Huh.
one thing very well.
That's one thing very well.
He's like your niche hunter. You bring
Yeah.
him on. He's like, I got vampires covered.
I think I'm gonna pick no prep time. Oof. I'm gonna pick Cade
Wait, there's-
Bane.
Oh, there's no prep time.
No prep time. We said that. No prep time. They have no allies, no prep time,
I want
just instinct and
I
ability.
want to take back my Geralt pick.
I think Geralt can
My
still
Dean
do
pick.
well.
Both of my characters are bad with no prep time.
So Cade Bane.
I
want to
go back to my Hunter x Hunter.
Cade Bane will be my second pick, and then because we'll do 3, so I'll do one more. So Cade Bane will be my second. My third hunter. Oof, man. Does they probably don't count. Man, now I can't think of a third one. Shit.
This guy was.
I'm gonna forego my pick, and so you go. You pick, and I'll try and think of something.
Jason Voorhees.
You were so fast. I didn't even have a second more to think about a third pick. Jason Voorhees. Does that count as a hunter?
I mean, he stalks and kills campers, especially earlier
Does stalk
in the
and track
franchise,
'em.
So
All right, he stalks and tracks him. All right, well, but can it count though because he's like supernatural and unkillable? Like, can that actually count?
I mean, they figure out a way to put him down at the end of every movie. Your hunter just needs to have a way to like keep him down.
Oh, fine. I guess, even though he comes back for another movie.
Do I do another one?
Yeah, you do another one.
Richter Belmont
Richter Belmont.
from Castlevania.
The Castle. I was about to say Castlevania.
Mhm.
Is he a vampire? What is he?
He's a vampire hunter. He like all the Belmonts, but he also has magic.
But he also has magic.
Son of Trevor and
Sifa.
Sifa.
He's like the most powerful Belmont because he has magic.
I'd want the most sassy Belmont.
Trevor. Trevor's my favorite Belmont. He's the best Belmont. He fought death. He's crazy. Go sicko mode.
I punched Dracula in the face.
He goes sicko mode.
Say Dracula. I dare you.
John Wick.
Oh.
John Wick will be
Is
my
he
third
really
pick.
a hunter?
I mean, he fucking hunts those people down. I think
I
he
guess-
tracks and hunts them down.
Is his dog dead though?
I think he's
I should
already
have done Agent 47. God damn.
Oh, the hitman himself.
Agent 47 would have been
Speaking
so
of
funny.
agents, Agent Smith.
Oh, Agent Smith from Matrix.
Yeah.
Is he a hunter?
Yeah, he hunts down people that go rogue in the
No,
Matrix.
he's like a red blood cell,
I-
brother.
What?
Yeah, he's just like in the system, just trying to purge.
He's just a
tell.
red blood cell. What a comparison.
I choose T cells.
All right, stop. We have our picks. I have Predator, Cade Bane, John Wick.
T800, Blade, and Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
I have Dean Winchester, and I have Geralt of Rivia, and I have. There was one more. It was Richter Belmont.
There we go.
Richter
Richter Belmont. All right. So now we
two
have
vampire hunters on this list.
Yeah. We have two.
Oh, Blade. I was like, who's the other? Like, who is that? All right. So now we have our hunters. We've drafted our hunters. Now we need
put
to
our teams up.
Yeah, put our teams up, May.
Just want you to know
now-
my team could have been way better if they knew how Hunter x Hunter worked, but they don't. I would have wiped.
So we have our hunters. Now what we're gonna do is pit them up.
Ash Ketchum.
We're gonna sort of talk about a sort of a roundtable analysis of a face-off. So we'll pick two of them to fight off against each other. Which I realized I should have brought a dice in here, which would have made that a lot easier. Not you. I'll have my phone do it. So we'll roll 9. We'll roll a D9, and then the 2 that it hits, okay? Oh, God. I'm losing my mind. Okay.
I hope we pit the vampire hunters against each other.
Roll a D9.
I was thinking about putting Alucard, but I don't know if he counts.
So 1.
I mean, he hunted Dracula.
I
One
just
was...
don't know if he's like a hunter.
Number 1 was my first pick, which is Predator. Let's roll again. And 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your second pick.
Blade.
So-
Lose.
Hold on, we're gonna talk about it. All right, so the match begins. Give us some danger music, May. Give us the fight.
Well, Predator can go invisible, right?
So,
Yeah, what's the
First off-
equipment situation?
well, it's gonna be their instinct and
Um,
abilities and their
Martial arts.
martial arts. Yep. So I said no prep time. So that's a
Attitude.
good question. Do they have all of their gear? If we said no prep time,
They have to have their gear.
So what is it? So a neutral battleground. So we'll pick either the jungle or ruin
Are
city.
we not going to do any of them with prep time?
No allies, no prep time,
For
just
all the
instinct and
scenarios?
ability. So we'll say they have all their
A
equipment,
good hunter always does their prep.
but there isn't for this. They get picked up out of their worlds and dropped
This
in
is
this battleground.
Adrian Brody Predators.
But they could have been like...
That was
hey,
actually
I
an okay
choose
movie.
Adrian Brody from Predators.
Anyway, nice. All right. Danger music, May. We see the rise up of a camera over top of a ruined city. Dropped on one side is Blade, on the other, Predator. Who wins in the fight? So we have Predator, who is obviously a invisible stalker of prey. He's got bombs. He's got the plasma caster. He's got all these things. What's Blade got?
He's got the throwy thing.
So invincible.
He's
Doesn't
got,
he have
he's got
superhuman
the
Wow.
sword. He's got the sword. He's got
The sword. Does have the
he's
sword.
got vampire strength and speed and toughness.
He doesn't have the healing ability though, right?
Oh, he heals fast too.
Does he heal fast? I thought he
Yeah.
healed like moderately.
He's got many guns.
Does have many guns.
He's got
Usually
a sword.
machine pistols with the silver nitrate bullets.
Leather.
Yeah, he's got cool leather jacket.
Oh yeah, big difference
Sunglasses.
maker.
He's got sunglasses.
He's got sunglasses. All right. So let's talk about the fight here.
He's Wesley Snipes.
Let's. He is Wesley Snipes. Oh yeah, big
There's only
advantage.
ever going to be one Blade.
All right, so let's talk about let's analyze this a little bit, okay? What do we believe each person's advantage over the other is, or will keep the fight interesting? First thing I'd like to say is I think Joey immediately was like, Blade loses, right? Like that's what he said. But in my head, I think the fight could go a while. I probably still think Predator wins, but I think the reason why it doesn't end immediately is because of his healing factor. I think the Predator sets up like they're going to fight, right? And he'll sneak up and he'll go to be like cut his ankles, because humans, you cut their ankles, they can't run. He cuts his ankle and then immediately he heals and he's like, whoa, how did he get through that? And the Predator will start to realize, oh man, he can heal. I've got to do this a little bit differently. So I think the healing factor is going to keep Blade alive a little longer than normal.
Then I think Blade can take it because he can get a hit in. And
Yeah,
then
I
the
think
blood
once
is...
it goes to close combat, Blade has the advantage.
Really? With hit? Well, I guess they both have about the same strength.
Yeah,
Because Predator's strong as
Arnold
shit.
Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover both as like regular guys fight the Predator.
And they went through trickery.
Yeah, well,
don't
yeah,
win.
but they still stand toe to toe with it and fight.
10 toes.
They get their
All 10
toes. in
toes.
business. But yeah, I mean, obviously they have to like fight through the city and outsmart it. But once it gets into close combat, it's usually that's when the fight turns into favor for the anti-Predator.
So
The Predator's best when it's just like I'm in the trees and I'm like
plasma caster.
throw my disc at you.
Yeah. So
throw my net at you, spear gun you. And if we're saying that Blade can get through that stuff, then once it gets to close combat, I think.
Well, I
that
think he
tips it
gets
in-
through a lot of the simple stuff that Predator's trying to weaken him, and then realizes, wait a minute, he can't be weakened. I gotta blow this guy's head off or something.
I think Blade wins.
So why weren't we afraid of Blade then? When I asked the question, who do we fear the most? If they
I think
were
Blade is
honest?
low-key strong. I haven't read a lot of Blade, though, so I don't know like any of his feats.
I will say though, you say Blade is a lot stronger at hand-to-hand combat. You know, I've seen Blade, and he kind of got his ass whooped in that museum with hand-to-hand combat against another vampire. So if a Predator's about the same strength and is made to like get cut up, because like that's their whole ritualistic thing, I feel like pulls them
when
Blade
he gets his
suckers
ass
out.
kicked, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, I just stuck a bomb on your neck."
I mean, that was pretty cool. But no prep time, so he doesn't have that kind of thing. So I don't know.
He always keeps
I
his neck bomb on him. I always strap
his-
that.
what do you mean?
It's in his
Pulls
utility
it out
belt.
of his.
He always has it on him. So
Predator throws his disc, Blade throws his throwy thing and knocks it out of the air.
throwing thing.
What is it
Arrow,
called? What
arrow.
is it?
Oh,
Uh,
a boomerang or some knives
No,
or
it's,
something. A
A
scytherang.
chakram?
a chakram. Yeah.
Oh, is it for real?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It looks like
Cool.
a tiny scythe blade. I don't know. So if you say he gets the advantage near close quarters combat, then in the end, I think nobody wins because, as we know,
Like
if a
it
predator is losing, they immediately
Self-destruct.
turn on the self-destruct nuke bomb on themselves. So
Predator tried that in Predator 2, though, and Danny Glover's like, I smash it with your own disc and chop it. And now you don't get to blow yourself up.
I remember that quote specifically. So then I guess what we're saying is, because of Blade's healing factor, he has that potential advantage of winning.
Yeah, I think that, and if it gets into close combat, that turns the fight.
So there's two distinct stipulations for Blade to win. So if we were to give a real percentage on this, on who would probably win the fight, say your ratings. For me, I think probably 65% chance Predator wins, 35% chance Blade wins.
Go opposite 60-40 Blade favor.
I think if it never gets into close combat, it's closer to like 80-20.
If it never gets close combat.
Yeah.
I'm saying with the chance of there being the close combat, that's why I'm saying.
What's the terrain?
We said Ruin City.
Favors Blade.
I think it favors Blade.
Well, there we go. There's our decisions. You guys make your decisions. All right, next fight up. Here we go, guys. Roll. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was my second pick, which was Cade Bane.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5. Can't do 5 because we just did that.
Yep.
And number 4, which would have been your second pick. So Cade Bane versus Dean
Winchester.
Winchester.
Dude, they're the same character. They're the same character.
I think Cade wins. Cade isn't a supernatural ghost in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form.
Fucking Dean has killed gods, leviathans, stabbed them, angels. Has Cade Bane killed an angel?
Uh,
Yeah, answer that question. Hold this L.
he's killed a
Hold
Jedi, which I think might be better than an angel. I mean, if we're getting serious here.
Everybody knows you guys are on my side.
But also, you got to remember here, there is like no close combat for Cade. Like he will get you before you get close to him. That's like his whole.
Unless
got
it's
his-
Boba Fett.
What'd you say?
Unless it's Boba Fett.
And this is Boba Fett, and he's got a flamethrower and a jetpack to get closer to him.
No, his overconfidence killed him.
You're right, it did. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Cade Bane, an alien, versus Dean Winchester.
His
Well, I feel like
his
aliens,
alienness
like,
doesn't add anything.
You
to
know,
his
it hits the things that Winchesters would be investigating. You know,
You think have the Winchesters ever investigated aliens? No, just
What do you think
supernatural.
angels are?
All right. Let's get the real meat and bones of this. All right, we've got Cade Bane, who is a remarkable
I feel like it
marksman.
was an unfortunate matchup. Like you should have had Dean versus Voorhees.
I think Dean would win that one.
Yeah.
But we're not on that one. We're on Cade Bane versus Dean Winchester. So talking about Cade, so he's a remarkable marksman. He's intelligent and ruthless.
Yeah, I think Cade probably takes it because his equipment is better without prep time. Usually,
Yes, without the prep
usually
time,
Dean's
I think.
gotta find like the thing to kill the thing.
Right. Yeah, usually he'll survive and then he can be like, oh, let me go research and do my things.
Let me-
So no prep time.
If
Dean
I have the
probably
Impala
dies.
though, then
What if
At the
He just
Impala.
has Cade Bane with a car.
if I have the Impala, I win.
Well, if you get a vehicle, doesn't Cade get a vehicle?
I still win. It doesn't matter.
So Cade beats Dean. That's what
Yeah,
we're going
probably.
with. All right, that's a pretty easy one. All right, nope, can't do Dean Winchester again. Can't do
This is probably the last one, so make
Yes.
it good.
number 3. 1, 2, 3. Your first pick, Geralt of Rivia.
Oh yeah, Geralt is pretty good.
I love how he was upset and he goes, "Oh wait."
I wanted Richter.
So Geralt versus. Nope, we did that one.
It's gonna
Nope,
be
that's Geralt.
fucking-
That's Cade. What was number 6? We just did 6. 6 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My second, which was Cade Bane. Yeah, can't do that. 1 again for Predator. 4. Come on! This is insane. Give me any number except for.
Quality
Is this
TV
rolling a
here, guys.
D6?
Quality TV here.
We're just going to roll a D10. Because it's being weird.
Yeah, there's no
7.
D9s.
7 is your third.
Jason Voorhees.
So Geralt versus Jason Voorhees?
I would give that to Geralt, actually.
Yeah, I think Geralt wins.
kills a lot of people on this
Yeah.
list.
Geralt kills a lot of people on this list. I don't know if he kills
He
everybody.
can do
on this
magic. He got potions.
list. Right, he's got
He can do
magic.
a lot of things.
The potions count as prep time, I
No, they
think.
don't. He's got a bunch of potions he already has on
He's
him.
got
Just
his
the
utilities.
basics.
Yeah, like health potions.
No, he's got like strength increasing, perception increasing, like
So he
on.
could
On it,
match
all-
him
We
physically.
played The Witcher
Strapped up.
very differently.
I'll be out there taking the animal's eyeballs, brother.
Stupid.
You know this. You know this.
So here's the first question: has Geralt gone up against anything like Jason Voorhees? Something that just like can't die.
I don't know.
I imagine somewhere. I really, honestly, like.
Well, we have the Wild Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Which is the undead that are coming after. Help me,
The wild
Yennefer.
hunt.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're essentially undead.
Mhm.
I never beat The Witcher 3 though. So
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how to defeat the Wild Hunt. Did you finish Witcher 3?
I never played.
So you no okay.
I
I
assume
watched-
you hit them with a silvered sword.
A lot.
Now, does silvered weapons do anything different to Jason Voorhees?
It's never come up.
It's never come up. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
well, now.
Does Geralt have any water spells or just fire?
Yeah, usually water is the
because
the
he does
Jason
Igni,
Voorhees.
which is fire.
I don't know.
And
Can
Jason
it-
Voorhees can survive fire,
Can
right?
Geralt do water stuff?
That's a great question.
water's usually the
The-
Voorhees killer.
Yeah, if he can do water,
They
then I
send
think
him.
he's
They
got
send
it.
him to the bottom of the lake.
But if Geralt can't do anything water other than
Yeah, they can
throw him in a river,
Mm,
does Geralt have water abilities?
I don't know.
Can he? Is he googling it? What's he
I
doing?
don't know.
Are you googling it?
I was trying to, but
Guys, tell us in the comments who would win the rest of the fight.
Yeah, can Geralt do water magic?
Tell us if Geralt knows how to do water.
So if he doesn't have water magic, then Geralt has to somehow find out
He needs to tie a
that
big chain around Jason's neck and a boulder and throw it in the lake.
right, put him in water somehow, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. But he has to somehow find that out against a person that he's never met
knows
before.
about monsters. Like he
Knows-
like
He knows like how to
About
identify,
monsters.
like trying to tease things and find weaknesses in a monster.
Sure, but I think dependent on the battleground's going to be huge.
Do you think Jason
If
kills?
they're-
it's in the desert.
See, the desert, we're screwed. He loses. But like a jungle, I think he'll probably win. In a ruined city, maybe if there's
Sewers,
like
that's
ponds.
how they get him in Jason
right, if you can
Takes
get him to the
Manhattan.
sewers.
They kill him with toxic waste in the sewers.
Doesn't like Jason like try to kill him and he's just like absolutely not, push him away.
Oh, I think I mean,
Absolutely
I think
not.
he
Push
can get him
him
to stay
away.
away. But at that point, then no one wins if he's just constantly keeping.
Yeah,
away
until
and
he
can't
figures
get
out how
him.
to kill him.
Right, which would take a while. But
Then
I
he
think
makes his own prep time.
makes his own prep time.
Bitch, stay away. Let me
Make
bury
your
you.
own prep time by joining the
Put that on a
Patreon.
t-shirt.
All right, guys, tell us how you feel about these matchups, who you feel would win, and the other ones that we had said. But let us know in the comments. Let us know about your awesome fictional hunter characters, and we'll talk about them maybe sometime. But either way, this was Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
Now, we did that, right?
Yeah, we did do that.
Anyway, guys, you're great. And also a big thank you to our sponsor, Checkpoint Lounge, here at the Horseheads Arnett Mall.
Where you can hunt your friends.
Yeah, and Dead by Daylight. Oh, we should talk about if they were Dead by Daylight hunters.
Oh, yeah.
Next time on
Huntress.
Older and Dumber.
Hey there, dipshits. It's me, Joey, a.k.a. Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of Older and Dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. Now my stand. Fade to black.